Okay, hello everyone. Today, inshallah, we'll continue lesson 2, which is subtract integers. Yesterday we started with it, right? Yeah, but let's remember our formulas, right? Yeah, let's remember. We have two cases in adding and subtractions. We have two cases in adding and subtracting of integers. If we have the same sign or if we have the different signs. I know you said in yourself, you are saying that, oh my God, he's repeating that so much, right? But I know that later on you will be confused with it, I'm sure. That's why I keep repeating them, right? So if we have the same signs, what we do, guys, we add and put the same sign. And if we have different signs, what we do, we subtract and put the bigger what? Bigger sign. Now, and don't forget that if we have plus plus, we replace it with plus. See? I know. You said minus, right? Most of you said minus. Yeah, see? See? That's why I keep repeating them. So plus plus, we replace them with plus. Plus minus minus with plus. Plus minus and minus plus both minus. So if you have two signs followed by each other, you replace them with one sign, then you follow one of the two formulas, either the first one here or the second one here. And these formulas only on adding. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll take multiplying, which is totally different from this. Okay? So you will separate them into two main things. The first one, adding and subtracting, they have their own formulas. And the second one is what? Multiplying and division. We will take their formulas, okay? Now, let's take example for each one. Example, add or subtract, whatever. -9 plus -7. Now here we have two signs followed by each other, right? So we'll go to these two signs, plus and minus, replace them with minus here, following the signs here, right? Now, this will be -9 minus 7, right? Now here we have two similar signs. We will follow the first formula. If we have the same sign, we add and put the same sign. So here it will be negative and add them. Another example, -9 minus 7. See, both integers are the same, but I changed one of the signs, right? Now here we have two negatives following each other. We replace them with positive. This will be -9 plus 7, right? Here we have different signs, so I'll follow the second formula. If we have different signs, subtract with the bigger sign. So here we have 2, the subtraction, and the bigger is clear. Now, yesterday we stopped in example 3. Yes, yeah, Mahsen.
Why don't minus add and minus?
What?
We don't do the minus.
Because they are similar signs, so we add, we don't subtract. The first one, what's the sign of the 9? What's the sign of the 7? Similar signs or different signs? Same signs, okay? So formula 1 or formula 2? There in the corner. هون حبيبي. هون نستخدم الأولى ولا الثانية؟ Do the one said if we have similar signs, we add them and put the same sign. Got it? لا تخربط. Yes. No need for what? brackets, I'm free. Yes. Yes, right. You can see it. See I have videos on Coursera, right? You can see them. Yeah, you can. Okay. Now, yesterday we started with this lesson and we stopped, I think, in example 3. We did example 3. اجلس كويس. هاي الجلسة اللي على جنب ما بحبها. نيفر. وإذا بشوفك تطلع ورا، لحظة بس أعمل ميوت عشان ما حداش يسمعني. طيب. Now, yesterday we stopped in example 3. We did example 3. We will do the check. Yeah. Check of example 3, guys. Which page? Check of example 3, page 141. Let's see it together. Prepare your books, guys. Okay, 141, we have evaluate P minus a Q, P minus a Q. If you don't have a book, copy with me. Also in the home, guys, if you don't have a book, you need to copy. Evaluate means calculate, find the answer, right? Yeah, evaluate P minus a Q, P minus a Q, if P is negative 21 and the Q is 37. Okay. But yesterday we said the first step we replace what we call P and the Q, what we call them variables. So focus. Put your mask on. يعني هو صح. Okay. Now yesterday we said P variable, right? Q variable. But P minus Q together, what we call it? لا. Algebraic expression. We call it together P minus Q, algebraic expression. But P alone, we said variable. Q alone, variable. Together, algebraic expression. Now, yesterday we said the first step, we replace the variables by their values. Then we calculate using our formulas, right? But I will choose it from the online students. I'm sorry. From the online, Abdullah.
Yes, Mr.
Let's do this one. Yeah.
Yeah. The Q is 21.
Mister, you have a lot of annoying noises there. Try to.
Mister?
I'm sorry, Mister. You have a lot of noises there. Sorry. Close your camera. I'm sorry. Okay, another guys. Shukri.
Yes, hi, Mister.
Yalla, Mister. Evaluate P minus Q. P equal negative 21 and Q equal 37. We need to evaluate this. What we will do?
Yes, negative 21 minus.
Okay, so first
70.
I will replace the variables. Mr. Hilal, do not chat. From where? I forget. From where? Okay.
Yes, Mister, replace the variables.
Wait, yeah, Mister, wait. Yeah. So this is equal. This is equal. We replace the P with its value, which is
Yes. Negative 21.
Negative 21. After P, what we have?
Minus.
Minus. Then Q, how much Q?
Positive 37.
Positive 37. If you put positive or you don't put positive, it is the same.
Yes.
Got it? So if you put
Yeah.
or you don't put, it is the same. I won't put.
Yeah.
Right? فاهم?
Right.
طيب.
Yes.
Now, what we will do here? Do we have similar signs or different signs?
No. They are different size. It will be 16 positive.
Right. Here in
Because
the ماشي Mr. I'm asking you now. Look at the red handwriting. See it?
yes, I see it.
Now, what's the sign of the 21?
Negative 21.
What's the sign of the 37?
Negative 37.
See, so the Q alone here, it was positive, but after I put it in the algebraic expression, I have negative before it, right? So now we
Right.
have similar signs or different signs?
Similar signs.
Similar signs. What we do?
We will add.
Yalla, add 21 plus 37.
It is 58.
50?
8. 58.
58. So equal 58. What's the sign?
Negative.
Negative. Thank you. ممتاز.
Welcome.
Right. طيب, this is the check of example 3. Let's go to example 4. How we find the distance between integers. Okay? Yeah. Now we will use the number line. To find the distance between integers, we will use the number line. Okay? I will give you example. We'll start with example 4 there. Example 4. Focus, guys, please. Example 4. Page 143. We are on page 143. So we did example 1, 2, 3, and their check, and now we will do example 4. The example said, find the distance between negative 9 and 8. I'll write the question. So for the students without box, you need to copy. Huh? Yeah. Find the distance between negative 9 and 8. Okay. Now we have a lot of methods to find the distance between two integers. The easiest one is to use the number line. Let's use the number line, okay? To find the distance. How many units between them, okay? Type. In the number line, if we have a number line here, here is the 0, right? At the middle, we know that. Right positive and left negative. So here, assume that here we have the negative 9, right? And here we have what? The 8 positive, right? I will ask you one question now. How many units from negative 9 to 0? How many units? 9. So from negative 9 to 0, we have 9 units, right? Now from 0 to 8, 8 units, right? So how many units, all of them? From negative 9 to 8 together, it will be 9 plus what? Which is 17 units. Yeah. You understand that? Very easy. Why? Because you have a smart teacher. Thank you. So from negative 9 to 0, we have 9 units, not negative 9. The distance, guys, focus here. I know it, huh? Note, focus. Focus with me here. The distance cannot be negative. Huh? the distance cannot be negative. بصيرش احكي والله طولي متر ونص minus ما بينفع. عرفت؟ So here what I will say, the distance cannot be what? Be negative. Okay, it can be 0 and it can be positive. Yani here I touch this man, right? How much the distance between my hand and him? 0. Here the distance is 0. Up here positive 1 meter, right? So it cannot be negative. So when I ask you how much the distance from -9 to 0, don't say -9, okay? This we call it absolute value. We call it absolute value. The absolute value means no negatives. Got it? The absolute value of -9 is +9. Got it? فهمنا الابسولوت value. So what's the absolute value? It is the distance between the number and the 0. فهمنا الابسولوت value ايش هي؟ It is the distance between the number and 0. And the distance always what? Positive or 0. When I asked you what is the distance between 0 and 0? 0. صح؟ طب what is the distance between 3 and 0? في واحد حكى 3. What is the distance between 3 and 0? 3. What is the distance between 10 and 0? طب what is the distance between -5 and 0? 5. Not -5. The distance cannot be. يا ابني ايش ماله؟ ايش ماله هذا؟ ايش ماله؟ ها. Where? +8 هذه اسمها 9 plus لا ما بصيرش. بصير بتبطل الديستنس. اوكي؟ يلا let's take another example. But I will write for you a note for the absolute value. What's the absolute value? Focus here. Focus. افهم. The absolute ايش؟ value. مش variable. The absolute value. The absolute value of a number is the distance between that number and 0. خلاص؟ The absolute value of a number, the distance between the number and mean and 0. And we have shortcut for the absolute value. Shortcut, simple, okay? The shortcut, absolute value of -9, how I will write it? I will write it like this. How we read this thing, we said the absolute value of is 9, positive. فاهم يا فارس؟ طيب, the absolute value of 8 positive is 8 برضه positive. Absolute value always what? And 0. انت لما بتحكي positive you exclude مين؟ الزيرو. ما بصيرش. يعني هلا بحكي لك absolute value of 0. So the absolute value can be 0 when at 0. Else it's always what? Positive. It's always positive. فهمنا الابسولوت value ايش هي؟ It is the distance between the number and the 0 and it's always 0 and positive, not negative. فهمنا هاي الموضوع؟ طب let's take the check after example 4 we have check after example 4. Check. Page what, guys? Yeah. What is, I will write the question for the people without books. Find the distance between مين ومين -5 and 9. -5 and 9. I will use the number line. 9 number line. This is the 0. خلي الزيرو دائما معاك. Now first I'll put the -9. Sorry, 5. Hi, -5 here, and this is the 9 here, right? Now, how much is the distance between -5 and 0? 5. Right? Not -5. But from 0 to 9, 9. Together, 5 plus, which is 14. So the distance between these two integers is 14 units. 14 units. Done. Copy. مستر يعني احنا بطلنا اولاد صغار، شو تكتب وشو ما تكتب وين اكتب. اكتب اكتب اكتب. كوبي. بطلت جريد 5 و4 انت اجي احكي لك يا حبيبي اكتب هون، تكتبش شلون، خلاص انت بتعرف هاي الامور. طيب in the online students guys, if you have any questions you can put your hands. If you don't, remove your hands please. شكري.
Yes, teacher, I didn't understand example 4.
معلش هرجع ورا شوي. Example 4, what is the distance between -9 and 8 يا ابني? Right?
Right.
I drew a number line, okay? And I put the 0, and here the
Yes.
-9, and here the 8, right?
Right.
Now I will ask you, what is the distance between -9 to 0? How much the distance between -9 to 0? How much?
17.
I'm asking
No, from 9 to
you,
0 is 9.
It is not 9 here, yeah, mister. It is -9. I will ask you again, and please focus.
Okay.
What is the distance between -9 and 0?
It's -9.
يبني note here. Read this note. See the note?
The distance cannot be negative.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's 9.
It is 9. So the distance between -9 to 0 is what?
9.
Now what is the distance between 0 to 8?
It's 8.
It is 8. So the both distance from -9 to 8, we add the two distances here. How much?
17.
Got it?
Got it.
Always we have positive and negative? No, sometimes we have two negatives and two positive. Let's take example, but I will go to the check for the students who didn't finish writing. Finish write this, please. Quickly, guys. And I will go to Ahmed al-Bardawi.
Yes, Mister. Mister, I didn't understand the check of example 3.
هذا?
Yes, why you didn't put the plus and when we put the plus we will have plus and minus, so we will make subtract.
Plus here and minus, plus for the 37 and minus, right?
Yes.
This minus from where? From the algebraic expression, right?
Right.
So if we have minus and the plus, we replace them with what?
Minus.
So it will be minus 21 minus 37, the same, right?
Yes.
That's why I didn't put it. Got it?
Yes.
Else يا ابني. أحسن. عمر.
Yes, mister. I don't understand the absolute value.
هيا الابسولوت. The absolute value of any number يا عمر is what? The distance between the number and what?
0.
And 0. And the distance is cannot be what?
Negative.
Negative. So the distance always what? either 0 or what?
Or positive.
Or positive. Got it? And these two lines here is the shortcut of the absolute value. When you see them, means you need to find the absolute value of a number. Is that clear?
Yes.
Else?
Nothing.
Goodbye. Remove your hands, guys. Shukri and Omar, I answered you already. And I will give you another example. If we have two negative number integers, how we find the distance between them? We just count, right? For example, look here, guys. Find the distance between -9 and -23. Okay, both are what? Negatives. Are these two numbers including the 0 between them? No, 0 مش بينهم صح? But here before, in the previous example, here we have negative and positive, and the 0 always between the negative and the positive, right? But here in this example, both are negatives. Both are what? Negatives, okay? Means the 0 is not between them. So when you draw your number line, don't put 0 and number here and number here. No, both are negatives. Both are to the left, right? Don't forget that. So here the negative, مين هون حيكون ومين هون؟ يعني مين اللي جنب الزيرو حيكون اللي أقرب للزيرو؟ The negative 9 مش 9. ولك حبيبي, the negative 9 is closer to the 0 than mean the negative of 23. Okay, so here we have negative 23 and here we have what? The negative 9. And I want the distance between them, right? What is the distance between these two integers? How many numbers between these two integers? Let's count 10, 11, 12 until 23, right? How much? 14. Yes. So the distance here is 14. The distance equals what? 14. We have 14 units between 9 or negative 9 and negative 14. Same of the positive. Same. It's the same. طيب. Let's go to the check after example 5. See it? The check after example 5. We have problem solving there. Check. Which page what, yeah, Mr. Yalla, 144. Check. I want one from the online students who can participate with me. I will go down. We have some sleeping guys there. ليه ما بتشارك انت وياه؟ ليه؟ مروان.
Yes, Mr.
Why you don't participate, يا مروان?
Because I don't have the book.
I'm sorry, Marwan. Try to bring it as soon as possible, okay?
Okay.
Mute yourself, please. Bardawil.
Yes, mister.
Do you have the book?
Yes.
Yalla, read. We are on the check page 144. Listen, guys. ولا
The top
والله
of
اشمعنى
an
هون
ice.
بعيونك. يلا read يا ابني, read. I was
The top
talking.
of
I was tell Paris Nofal something good. يلا read.
the top of an iceberg is 50 feet above sea level.
Above sea
While
level. ولحظة. above sea level, positive or negative? So the first integer
Positive.
is positive what?
55
So we have
feet.
the first integer positive 55 feet, right? Because it is
Yes.
what? It is what?
Above.
Continue.
While the bottom is 385 feet below sea level.
Below sea level means how much?
Negative 385 feet.
Negative 385. 385
85.
feet. And why I put negative? Because it is what? Below sea level. So we have two integers here, mister, right?
Yes.
One positive and the other is negative.
Negative.
Means the zero is between them, okay? Not exactly between, but it's between them. So here the zero, here the negative, and here the positive, right?
Yes.
Yeah, how we find the distance between these two integers يا مستر؟
We will add.
يلا أول إشي the first part. What is the distance between negative 385 to 0 here? What is this distance? How much?
385.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive because it's denser. ممتاز. 385. And what is the distance between 0 and 55?
55.
Also 55, right? Now let's find the
Yes.
total distance between them. We add them, right? So 385
Yes.
plus 55 is equals to 440. Did you add them, ya Ahmed?
No.
ليه?
I don't.
It is 440. Okay? Done?
Okay. Done.
Good boys. Yes. Yes. Mister, check your weekly plan. Guys, don't stop. Yani, please stop asking me that question. Always follow what? Your weekly plan. You will see your weekly plan when you go home. After you take your lunch. ها؟ تتغدى، تشرب قهوة، سوري، تقعد وبتشوف الويكلي بلان. عندي هوم وورك بتروح بتحل، ما عندي هوم وورك دبر امورك. خلاص؟ Unless this weekly plan, sometimes maybe we have technical problem, maybe I will not finish the lesson, right? Sometimes something happen, right? Unless that, I will tell you. For example, if I didn't finish this lesson today, and today in the weekly plan you have homework, I will tell you, don't do the homework. Otherwise, always stick with your weekly plan, okay? Stop asking me. ما بحبش بوجه راسي أنا بالشيء هذا. Yes. All the page. All the page. What you didn't understand in the two words all the page. يعني ايش فيها مش مفهوم هذه all the page. Did I say all the page except the test practice question? لا. صح يعني انا كثير سهل. انا كثير سهل انك تفهمني. انتوا اللي بتعقدوا الامور مش انا. يا. ها؟ I said two words. The page, I consider it as one word. Whatever. So do your homework. The online students send it in Classera, but here you bring it here. I want to see it. Okay. Any questions from the online students, please? If you have any questions, put your hands. Online students, if you have any questions, put your hands. ريان يلا يا ريان then بدر then محمد. Wait يا مستر خلينا نسمع زميلك.
I sent for you the homework.
Good boy. I see it. I saw
Today
it.
I will. It's correct.
Yep. Did you check your answers?
Yes.
With us, we did the homework yesterday, right? Yesterday
Yes,
we did
yes.
the homework. Guys, you know my strategy. You have homework. The next day after you submit it, we what? We solve it. We solve it. And you will check your answers. You have mistake, you fix it. If you don't understand something, you can ask me, okay? So don't خلاص يعني فهمنا الليلة. Mr. Badr.
Mister, I don't have the book.
Try to get image from your friends and try to solve it. If you couldn't do that, you can just wait until you bring your book, then you can solve them all together.
Yeah, that's what I will do.
Huh?
That is what I will do.
Good. Yalla, I'm waiting. Don't be late. Mr. Muhammad?
Mister, I didn't understand the number line.
هاي number line sorry وعليه numbers. هاي الزيرو هنا. هاي negative to the left والpositive to the right. Look here. Look at this one. Look here. Mr. Muhammad, are you with me?
Yes, yes, I am with you.
Read. Find the distance between -5 and 9, right?
Yes.
Now we have -5 and +9. The zero is in between, right?
Yes.
How much the distance between -5 to 0?
5.
And from 0 to 9?
9.
So we add them to find the whole distance between -5 and 9. Got it?
Got it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome. Else? Rayyan, Badr, Muhammad, remove your hands, please. Remove your hands, I said. Else, guys, any questions? Here, guys, any questions? Are you sure? Huh? دقيقة شوي. I was telling something good for Mohsin, so I mute myself. Okay, guys. For the online students, I'll finish the meeting. Thank you so much. And tomorrow again, inshallah, we will do a new lesson, which is multiplying integers. Please revise.